Sometimes you gotta give people their flowers. While they can still smell them. Mark Nash. Michael Gross, the boss. My nigga. My brother. Let's get this shit done, Mike. We all love sports, right? Mike Ross, the boss, this is Mike on sports. He smoke competition, same time smoke a port. When it comes to debating, he's one of the greatest. Put him on the A-list, over Kellerman and Bayless. If you missed the show, couldn't make it, just log on and click the playlist. That boy always working, not to be played with. Hit subscribe and the bell for the latest. Mike Cross the boss, Mike on sports. Right there from first bell, tip up and coin toss. Mike Cross the boss, Mike on sports. He call it how he see it, either you won or you lost. Big games, big fights, rolling dubs up. You like the content, hater, click the thumbs up. Cashapp, super chat, go all in. But do your research first before you call in.
Been waiting on. And yes, I am back. I am back. I am back. I am back. Yo. What up, man? What up, people? Welcome back to another edition of Mike on motherfucking sports. And I'm back in this bitch. Yes, sir. I'm back in this bitch. You know it. I know it. You know it. And we back, man. My bad, man. I told y'all I was moving. Smash that thumbs up button on your way in. Make sure you smash the thumbs up button on your way in. Yeah. Nigga had been out of town a little while. Y'all thought I was gone. Nigga talking about Mike, you died? Mike, I ain't know you was goddamn me. I ain't know you was. I told y'all I was moving. Y'all niggas worried about me and shit like I wasn't gonna be back. Like I wasn't gonna goddamn me handle my motherfucking business. When I seen all this goddamn me Earl Spence talk. Yeah, we seen it. But we ain't gonna get to it right now, man. I just want to tell y'all about my little trip, bro. Man, moving is some of the I swear to God, bro. Moving, especially moving out of state, that shit ain't easy, bro. That shit ain't easy, bro. Yeah, man, Tyreek, yeah, man, fucked up how they did my nigga Tyreek, man. Tariq. It was fucked up how they did Tariq, man. I was like, and then Ghost the motherfucker, boy. Ghost said, yeah, little nigga, I always knew you would be here. Oh, man. Yeah, Ghost the motherfucker. Yeah, man. Ghost said, little nigga. My bad, Canada. I was on the road, man. So I figured I would call in last night. You know what I'm saying? I'll probably call in again because I ain't gonna be. It's like I'm gonna be doing shows, but it's gonna be strenuous. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just bear with me to the first of the year. Y'all just bear with me. Haven't seen Power. She say spoiler alert first. My nigga, hey, if you ain't seen Power, it's damn near Tuesday, and it came out on Saturday. That's your fault. You know what I mean? That's your fault. Shit, I mean, I ain't gonna tell you what happened, but shit crazy. But anyway, back to this moving shit, bro. So a nigga, like, let me put the motherfucking camera on me right quick, man. I want y'all to see my motherfucking face. I'm so sincere about this shit. So it's like we rented the U-Haul. You know what I'm saying? And my girl, I ain't gonna lie, my girl did all the driving, you know what I'm saying? I don't, you know what I'm saying? I said, baby, you drive the U-Haul and we'll figure everything else out. So my girl, she drove the motherfucking U-Haul. Bro. God damn. God damn. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, boy. I thought I was gone. I thought a young nigga was out this motherfucker, bro. Cause we like them 18-wheelers, and we had a U-Haul that was like a 26-foot U-Haul, so it was pretty big. Man, them 18-wheelers was driving by us, man, shaking the shit out the U-Haul. I'm like, oh God damn. Oh God damn. We about to die today. No lie. No lie. No lie, man. Got in the motherfucking U-Haul, man. At one time, man, motherfucking 18-wheelers must have took us, nigga. That shit must have, we on this side, the 18-wheeler on this side. So we passing by the 18-wheeler, right? As soon as we passed by that motherfucker, man, some gust of wind, man, that motherfucking gust, boy, that wind had us like this for like 4 or 5 seconds. It was like, zzz. I said, "Whoa, shit, baby, quit! Hey, hey!" You know what I'm saying? I was like, "God damn, baby, hold that motherfucker, hold that motherfucker, man, nigga, boy." Oh, I thought I was gone. I did. It was raining. Man, bro. I'm telling you right now, if you ain't never moved with your girl, like, man, bro, I don't, if you got to move out of state, man, you might as well ship it, bro. You might as well ship it, because we had to drive eight hours. We drove 8 hours. Man, that's the longest 8 hours of my motherfucking life, bro. The longest 8 hours of my motherfucking boy. Your boy scared. I ain't too proud to admit it. I ain't fuck that. I ain't too proud to admit it. Your boy was scared. I was scared as a motherfucker. I was scared. Nigga, fearful, nigga. Fear. I had fear in my heart on that road. I said, God, please don't let that motherfucker tip over. Don't let that motherfucker tip over, God. Don't let that motherfucker tip over. If that bitch tip over, nigga, man, it's done. It's done. For real. That shit is done. No lie. Y'all hire movers for the bed and heavy shit. Yeah, man, we hired some movers, man. Them niggas didn't know what the fuck they was doing. I should have known. I should have known though, Jalen. I should have known, Jalen. Man, I called about what, 5, 6, 7 movers. Every mover was charging like 100, 150, 160 an hour. 150, 160 an hour. Man, I must call these niggas, man. It was called some shit. KJ moving. Man, them niggas said $90 an hour. I said, come on with it. Nigga said, he said $90. I said, can you be that Thursday? 90 an hour and everybody charging 150, 180? Man, them niggas got there, it was raining. Them niggas got there, it was raining outside, man. Man, them niggas ain't stacked shit right. I'm like, bro, we bought a 26-footer. Are y'all gonna goddamn me stack up? Put some shit on top of shit? God damn. Niggas got they got the job done. I gotta admit. They got the job done, which you know what I'm saying? But they didn't do a very good job. They didn't do a very good job. Like calling me on Skype? Hold on. Yo, we going out to 334. Hold on, man. Let me put my headphones in. 334, what's going on? Who this?
Oh, this is Columbus.
Columbus?
Calling from, yes, sir, man. I'm calling from, Alabama. I'm a big time boxing fan. I follow this. I eat and drink this sport. So
okay.
I wanted to call in and kind of weigh in a little bit.
Like the actor Columbus Short? That's like that?
Yeah, exactly. You got me, man. Exactly.
Gotcha.
Exactly.
What's going on, Columbus, man? Welcome to Mike on Sports, man. What's on your mind?
Well, basically, man, I'm anticipating and waiting for the fight between Tyron Crawford and Errol Spence. I know
waiting. Hey, bro,
right now.
I'm going to tell you right now, and I ain't even got to it yet, but I'm going to tell you later on in the show, I don't feel like this fight going to happen. That's just me.
Yes, sir. But basically, I think Terrence is no doubt ready for the fight, and I'm a big fan of both of these guys. And I hate that they got to fight each other, but it's got to happen. But right now, I think Errol's going to be the one that's going to hold it up, because I don't think it's going to be Terrence. And they're talking about 60-40 already, and they hadn't even fought yet. And I think that's just propaganda. I don't think they even talked yet. But I think Terrence is going to be ready to fight. Spence, I don't know. I think he's going to try to hold it off for another fight or two.
I mean, look, bro. Like at the end of the day, Errol fights Wknd next, so we got to deal with that, man. I want to fight too, but I don't know how likely it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna touch on it more than here in a little bit.
Right, and I'm sorry, man. My phone is really. I had no idea I had such a bad sound. It's not on your end; it's on my end. I'm gonna have to call back from a better phone so we can I can weigh in, because I'm barely hearing you. I don't know how well you can hear me.
Okay,
but I'm sorry.
All right. They send
so I'll call back in if it's okay with you.
Yo. Is it me? Is it me or is it him? Was it me or was it him? Can y'all hear me good? Let me see how. That's just damn. My fucking phone just fell. Was it me or was it him? It said his audio was all fucked up. Was it me or was it him? Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, he got to join the panel or something, man. Both of y'all was. I mean, I thought it was good too, y'all. Let me see. I can hear him fine.
And I think that's just propaganda. I don't think they even talked yet. But I think Terrence gonna be ready to fight.
Okay. He had me in the background playing at the same time. All right. D nice, man. What's good, man? Look, y'all. Long story short, man. When you gotta move, don't go the cheap route. I tried that shit. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. We got there, and once I got there, you know what I'm saying, I had family and friends, so I ain't had to have no movers. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, man. We definitely got there, man, and we'll be going back for good after Christmas. D Nice, what's going on, my brother?
Mr. Mike, what's going on?
Man, back in the flesh, man. It seems like every time I take a little 1 week, you know what I'm saying, got to do shit, everything starts to happen, man. Like, God damn.
Oh, yeah. They was putting the play together.
They was putting the play together tonight. Man, but
Sure.
before we get to Earl Spence Jr., bro, and I know that's what everybody want to talk about. That's what everybody want to talk about. But I wanna get to something else, man. Jake Paul, Tyron Woodley had to be the worst fight I've seen in a long time. Had to be one of the worst fights I've seen in a long time, man. Like I don't know what's going on, but to me, it kind of looks like Jake done hit his ceiling, or I don't know. Maybe he can get better, but he did not look that great last night, especially seeing that Tyron Woodley was on short notice. You know what I'm saying? And but he got the knockout, and the reason
Woodley wasn't on short notice, though. Woodley wasn't on short notice, man. Woodley been training since that last fight.
Look, I don't care what he said. I don't give a fuck what he said. He said what he wanted to say. All right, cool. He been training since the last fight. All right, cool. But I was on the boxing voice last night, and my guy Ness made a crazy statement, and I've been thinking about it like all day. He says that Jake Paul should be the prospect of the year.
Wow.
I guess the level of events he putting on, ain't nobody in their fourth fight done what Jake Paul done. Ain't nobody in their fourth fight that had the attention or pay-per-views that Jake Paul has had. And I guess he feels like at this stage in his career, no other prospect is on the level of a Jake Paul.
Typical Ness trash. You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't fuck with the boxing voice, because it'd be too much of that clown shit right there. That's goofy. Attention doesn't garner quality.
That's what I was
saying. That they be putting on the bullshit. Just because a million people tune in to see it doesn't mean that you're watching a quality event. It's a bunch of bullshit. And you've seen it. He shouldn't be no fucking prospect of the year. That's goofy talk. That's to bring a topic and to create conversation for the boxing voice, and I understand it. But no, it's no way possible. You fought, everybody you fought was not a boxer.
Mm. Yeah, man.
Fought, and then everybody you fought wasn't even at the top of their particular sport.
They were at the end of the road.
Tyron Woodley ain't won a fight since I think 2018.
Yeah.
In his own sport.
It's a meme out. Ever since Tyron Woodley came out with a song called "I'll Beat Your Ass," he
ain't won 1 cent.
He ain't
won 1 cent. And that song was horrible.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That song was god awful. I talk about, boy, you better start trading stocks or something, because rapping and fighting is not what you do anymore.
And what I was telling Ness, I was like, man, prospect of the year to me, that goes to the fighter who shows enough talent in the ring that we believe will be a world champion one day. I don't believe that Jake Paul will ever be a world champion. He cannot beat any cruiserweights. I told Ness last night, man, it's a 12 to 14-year-old out there right now fighting at cruiserweight. By the time he gets 20, Jake Paul won't be able to beat him. He's been boxing for fucking 10, 15 plus years. You know what I'm saying? With that being said, I just don't see the talent level from Jake Paul. And like you said, he's not fighting boxers. He's not fighting boxing. Now, it can be an argument that Jake Paul is the biggest American boxing star out there. It can be an argument because he draws attention. He sells out arenas. He does good pay-per-views. But to have him as the prospect of the year, I can't go that far.
No, me neither. And I know Ness made it sound like it was actually plausible. You know what I'm saying? With his argument. But no, that's asinine, man. That don't make any sense. Like, prospect of the year for beating non-professional boxers? No, that don't work. That don't work at all. And how many fights has he had this year?
I believe 2.
2 fights in a year, and you talk about prospect of the year? No, we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. And that type of rhetoric only contributes to the downfall of boxing. It's already being looked at as a parody.
Man.
They already got people thinking that anybody can do it.
Speaking of anybody can do it. Goddamn, Tyron Williams and Frank Gore did it.
Right. Right. And I mean, from an entertainment point, maybe if you like to see two dudes that don't really know what they doing punching each other, you find that entertaining. I didn't. I found the whole event some bullshit outside of Amanda Serrano.
Yeah, and that girl was tough, man. That girl got beat the fuck up. I get so, I mean, I'm like, damn, man. Like, I know she don't want to be stopped, but at some point you got to realize, like, how much punishment do you want to take? Do you want to win or do you want to get? I know she was landing some good shots in round 9 to 10, but by that time it was too late. But
I put that on the corner.
You know what I'm saying?
She was supposed to do. It was her corner that was supposed to step in.
They did. I'll tell you that. So what you want to see Jake Paul do next?
Man, shit, I don't give a fuck.
Me either, man. Like
I truly do not care what he does next. And I'm not mad at him for doing what he do. You get money, you putting on the show. I'm interested in boxing, not novelty acts. So I could care less where he go from here, if he boxes again, if he never does. That's entirely up to them.
Yeah, man, I'm with you, bro. Like I'm getting kind of tired seeing this guy beat up on dudes who aren't boxers. If you're gonna say you the most valuable boxer, if you're gonna say all this shit you say, like, ain't it about time that you fight somebody that has the same kind of, well, not same kind of, but has a background in boxing?
And I can't get mad at him for that neither, because he had signed on to fight Tommy Fury.
Yeah, that's true. That's
what people asked him to do, man. Fight a real boxer. Whoopie whoopie woo. You know what I'm saying? Old buddy pulled out, so it is what it is. And even with my stance on Jake Paul, I'm not one of the ones who said the fight was sick. If you said that fight was sick, you either don't like white people or you just a hater.
Ain't no fix about a nigga getting slept. You man,
right.
That boy got slept. I mean, that shit right there was crazy.
He got hit hard, but what people saying is Woodley let him knock him out. I say, boy, y'all.
What you mean?
Asinine motherfucker. He dropped his hands on purpose and took the punch square on the chin.
Man, ain't nobody taking no fucking punch to the chin like that. I don't give a fuck what nobody say.
I say, boy,
like out about who running with the narrative of the fight being fixed, like y'all gotta stop, bro.
That's just hating right there. You either hating or you don't like white people. You didn't like to see the white guy out the black guy out, or you just a plain old fucking hater because you don't have anything to stand on as far as it being fixed.
Nothing.
And anybody that said it was fixed was the same people that said Suge Knight set up Tupac while he was in the car.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. No, man, I don't know what happened with the Tupac shit, man. That shit is like,
you get a nigga killed while you sit next to him, and then you had the expert shooter graze you on your head, not go in your head, just graze you across your shit.
To
make it look real.
It's actually a video of Tupac beating up that Crip nigga. You know what I'm saying? So it's not.
That's what it was. Everybody knew that. Even out in LA, they say, man, everybody knew what had happened.
And homie got what was coming to him. So it is what it is.
Hey, but as far as Jake Paul goes, like, you know, shit, more power to him, man. If people interested in seeing that shit, you know what I'm saying, go for it. But me, I'm into real boxing, man. I'm into technical boxing. Like even the last Wilder Fury fight, that wasn't a fight that was high up on my list because it was really void of a lot of skill. It was just two guys slugging. I like to see skill format.
I do too, but at heavyweight, I'm not mad with a slugfest. I'm not mad with two motherfuckers going out there trying to knock each other out. I wasn't mad with Parker and Chisora this weekend. No,
that was a good. That definitely was a good fight. It definitely was a good fight. But when I see slugfest and heavyweight, my how I judge the fight is a Holyfield Riddick Bowe.
Oh, okay.
That's how I judge a slug fest. A slug fest with skill.
Yeah, I get you. I just can't, you know what I'm saying, judge Wilder how I judge Evander Holyfield. Those are two different.
No, me neither. No, not putting him in that category. And I liked the fight, but it wasn't, one of the top fights for me because somebody had asked me, they like, man, what you think was the best fight you ever saw? And one guy said the Fury and Wilder fight.
Nah.
Another guy said Marvin Hagler and Tommy Hearns.
Nah.
Mine was Riddick Bowe, Evander Holyfield too. I think that's one of the best fights I've ever seen in my life.
One of the best fights I ever seen in my life was Corrales and Castillo.
That was another good one. That's definitely a good one.
The most incredible fight I've ever seen. But with this knockout from Jake Paul, I wasn't expecting it, but I was damn sure impressed that he got it done. One thing that we have to admit, the man's power is real. Right? The man can punch. Like that motherfucker, like he white. Yeah, y'all can say he a white boy, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that is what it is. Like, man, I'm not happy that Jake Paul knocked out Tyron Woodley. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't like seeing that shit, but it is what it is. Tyron Woodley signed the contract, got in the ring, and shit. Did what he tried.
I enjoyed the knockout. I think, man, that's the only thing that saved the fight was the knockout.
Yeah, and the meme. I mean, god damn.
Oh yeah, they give Woodley the business, man. Did you see the one where they got the self-defense instructor and they say, man, why didn't Woodley just do this? And then it flip over to the self-defense instructor, man. I was weak as fuck.
Hey man, that dude, man, I don't know who that dude is, man. That nigga done went viral, bro. Man, that nigga gonna get somebody ass killed out here fuck with that nigga, man. Oh, bro, that shit that funny, bro. But anyway, that power, man, that shit, like, one thing he got is power. He may not have the boxing ability or any kind of other ability, but he definitely got the power to make everybody respect him. I don't know where Jake Paul goes from here. Tommy Fury could be a possibility. But yeah, man, he battled back through a little adversity, you know what I'm saying? Got a cut. Showed that shit he can keep his composure and got Tyron Woodley the fuck up out of there.
And see, Dana White ain't gonna give him none of his active roster.
No, can't.
That's not gonna happen. So Nate Diaz and all of that, the Masvidal, you can forget about all of that.
I wouldn't mind seeing Nate Diaz because I know Nate got a background on the inbox.
He don't get knocked out.
Huh?
He don't get knocked out in the ring.
Probably so. Oh man, Nate can take a punch. And one thing about Nate, you can hit Nate with a goddamn fucking a bullhorn. He can take a fucking punch.
Yeah, he's gonna take a lot of punches and he's gonna go to sleep because you're in there fighting a 190-pound man.
Yeah, that's true. That's true too.
The only thing that does, only purpose that serves is to boost Jake Paul's name with another name that people find credible as far as the casual fans. The diehard fans know that Nick Diaz is not a top fighter nowhere on the roster.
What about Conor McGregor?
He knocked him out too. He's too small. If they fight at the weight that Woodley fought at, all them dudes gonna lose because they too little. McGregor can't do nothing with him. McGregor gonna get tired and get knocked out.
Should Jake go get tired too?
Yeah, but he the bigger man. So who you think got the advantage? The tired little guy or the tired big guy?
Oh no, man! Like God damn, I wanna think that there is a UFC fighter that can beat Jake. You know what I'm saying? And I know Am said Adesanya, but that's never gonna happen.
Yeah, Adesanya would knock him out.
He's never gonna call out Israel.
He may call out Israel, but Israel's never gonna get in the ring with him. Not as long as he's signed to the UFC.
Man, Dana, let Israel go over there, please.
No, he wouldn't. Because at the off chance that he get a split decision or anything, all you do is boost Jake Paul's profile.
He let Conor McGregor go over there.
Yeah, to fight a retired boxer that they thought they had the leg up on.
Are
And
you,
they did.
man? Come on, man. So hold on. You feel like that Conor had a better chance against Floyd than Israel has against Jake?
No,
Okay.
no, not at all.
Okay.
But I'm talking about from a Dana White standpoint. You ain't got time to be fucking around with your businesses on what if.
I mean, that's what he did to fucking Conor on a what if.
The Conor shit was the money was there.
Oh, so Jake Paul and Israel the same fight, the money won't be there? Come on, man.
Not no Conor McGregor.
It ain't 4 million. It
So
ain't
it's
4 million, but it could possibly reach 2 million
2 million what?
pay-per-view buys.
I doubt it.
Man, that's a deep nice. I'm telling you.
I doubt it.
Israel got a lot of folks over there loving what he's doing.
I can understand that, but I doubt it. I seriously doubt it. That money ain't in that fight. Adesanya, he's becoming a star in his own, but he's not to the level of Conor McGregor, and Jake Paul isn't to the level of Floyd Mayweather at that time. So that amount of money is not gonna be there. Them dudes is not about to sign for $50 million a piece, $100 million. No, that's not about to happen. It just simply ain't. Like it ain't that. It's not that caliber of fight, and there's really no plus side to putting Adesanya in there because he's going in the favorite. He's supposed to win. So anything that you do that you underachieve, that it's gonna be negative on you in the profile booster for him. I don't see Dana White doing that. It's nothing in it for Dana White.
Well,
on top of the fact that he don't like the dude.
Yeah, he definitely don't like it.
So what I'm gonna do you a favor for?
Man, maybe you just tired of this motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? Bring your name up, man. You want somebody to go over there and shut him the fuck up.
I think that's a personal feeling, but as a businessman, no, I don't think that bothers him in the realm of business.
To me, the thing about UFC is they don't treat their fighters how boxing promotions treat their fighters. They don't give a fucking nigga win or lose.
Well, in some instances they do because they have their pushes, and when Conor McGregor loses, that fucks up the money. So I believe they care to some extent, but they don't care enough to shelter fighters.
Every time Conor fight, he do good ass numbers.
Yeah, but it's gonna come a point where you keep losing. You're not gonna keep doing those numbers.
My nigga, they talking about Nate Diaz and Conor McGregor 3.
I know, I understand that. And if he go out there and lose again, the next time you put Conor McGregor out there, that draw is not gonna be that big. You can only lose but so many times before people become uninterested at you losing. Because people are tuning in to see you win. You have a chance at winning. If all you do is lose, it's gonna start to rain.
When the last time Nate Diaz won? Motherfuckers still watch his fight. When the last time Adrian Broner won? Niggas still watch his fight, man.
They don't. Adrian Broner don't got the same buzz that he had when he was winning, and neither does Nate Diaz. Yeah, they still draw, but they don't draw like they do when they was at their pinnacle. Because people know it's a chance that they're probably going to lose. Once you keep losing, that has an effect. The UFC fans ain't numbskulls. They're not dumb. They tune in because it's a chance that they sell you on the chance that these combatants can compete with one another. Once it becomes evident that Conor McGregor is going to be the underdog and likely going to lose, some of that fanfare is going to leave. You're going to drop from 1,500,000 to 800,000.
So you don't believe that the UFC fans believe that Conor McGregor or Israel Adesanya can beat Jake Paul?
Maybe Israel Adesanya, not McGregor. He's too little. He's too little. Like if you bring in Jake Paul at 170 and they both fight, yeah, you could probably sell that. You're not gonna be able to sell a guy who fought at 145, fighting at 190 to beat this guy.
That means
couldn't even beat a dude at 147.
That means he ain't got to cut weight though.
Yeah, he's not even 190 though. He got to gain weight.
Man, he about 185 at least.
Yeah, you got to gain 5 more pounds on top of working out.
I mean, you ain't got to. Like,
You come in whatever you want, but
come in at one got to be 77 if you want to.
And then you're really going to sleep because he's gonna bulldoze.
I always feel.
And he got more experience at boxing than you.
Oh wow.
So yeah, that's a tough sale. Like it's a tough sale, and it's only advantageous to Jake Paul. It's not advantageous to the UFC.
Yeah, I just think, man, like I think a lot of folks out there, man, feel like, man, like, damn, this dude is making a mockery of the fight game. And I don't know, because I watched the Jorge Masvidal thing, man. He's like, you know, I'm gonna put the video for y'all, but he like, bro, I'm tired of seeing this motherfucker beat up small dudes or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you want a real fight, come fight. Hold on, let y'all see this shit quick, man. Here we go.
Shout out to Tyron Woodley. The wins or losses, man. The losers, dogs, always reach.
All right, here we go. Let me do a screen share so everybody can see it. Share the screen. And I ain't gonna lie, I kind of felt him, bro. Like when he said this shit. Like I'm tired of saying that this motherfucker parade around like he goddamn me just the baddest motherfucker in the world. Like I get it. You doing your thing. Get your money. Get your bread. But don't be coming out here saying you the most valuable boxer. You the biggest star in the sport, which maybe you are. But goddamn it, the way
that only don't ring true because of Canelo.
I mean, American boxers. I mean, that rings true as hell.
I mean, Canelo is an American boxer, right?
I mean, a Mexican boxer. I mean, I know he doesn't.
He's national. He fights in America, though.
Yeah.
In America, he's an American boxer. He's an American citizen.
I'm guessing he's saying American grown or American born.
Okay. You know, well, yeah, he got an argument.
He definitely got an argument.
One thing for sure, he more popular than Tank.
Oh, honestly, my nigga, ain't nobody doing the numbers Jake Paul doing. Like, you can bring in Tank, you can bring in fucking
Crawford, Spence, all of them. So
I mean, the closest one you could probably say is Fury and Wilder. They did 850,000, and that's not a million. You know what I'm saying? That's still not a million. But let me get to the real quick.
Okay.
Shout out to Frank Gore. Shout out to Tyron Woodley. The wins or losses, man. The losers, dogs, always with you, man. Frank Gore, you got a hell of a career in front of you, my brother. Now to address that a little bit, what's his face? That fucker. Listen, man, you can't fucking afford it. You understand? Me and all the names that you mentioned, you can't afford it. I know everybody what you pay. And you talk a big game, you say $50 million here, $100 million there. Bullshit. If that was the case, Mayweather would have took the fucking fight with your bitch ass. But he hasn't because you don't generate that type of revenue. You're giving out free tickets. You got street teams giving out free tickets, man. Who the fuck are you selling dreams to? You can't afford me to come over. So let me tell you a little secret about me you didn't know. I fight for money or to fight the best in the world. You're neither. Do you understand? I know it hurts. But you're neither the best in the world or making money. I'll tell you what. Come on over to the UFC. Sign a one fight deal. Then they give you whatever the fuck you got to pay you. I'll break your jaw in front of the whole world, man. I promise you that. If you really want it, come get it. Man to man shit. None of that boxing shit where I can't slam you on your spinal cord and, like, you know, leave you in a wheelchair for life. No. Come on over so we can do everything. If you want it, it's here. If not, shit.
Damn, Jorge, you want to leave me in a wheelchair for life? God damn.
And see, Mike, all I got from that was Masvidal sounds salty and it sounds like he hates me.
Hey, that's real. That's real.
You know what I'm saying? It's like
that's real.
Nobody doubts that you would be the favorite going into an MMA fight with Jake Paul. Don't nobody doubt that. You probably to save money. Like that don't prove nothing because you could knock him out. Like that don't prove anything.
Facts, man. Facts, man. It did sound like a lot of hate, but damn it,
yeah, it's like
I would pay to see Jorge and Jake Paul in the UFC cage.
I would stream it. I definitely would stream it.
I know you the stream king. I know you are. But man, a nigga like me, man, I would pay to see a nigga in that ring, boy. You
and I'm gonna tell you, that card would do numbers.
Oh hell yeah.
That card would do numbers. That'll probably be that could fuck around and be their biggest card.
Yeah. Hell yeah. It might fuck around like if you get Jake in there, like, and I know this is totally hypothetical. He's not going in the UFC cage. He's not a UFC fighter. He's not an MMA fighter. He's a boxer. Let's just say Jake Paul faces Conor McGregor in a goddamn cage. What y'all do?
That's through the roof.
That's
talking about
that shit on another planet.
Yeah, that's through the roof.
Planet, man.
The press conferences alone gonna have people stoked up.
And the reason why I'm talking about Jake Paul this long is he warrants it. Nobody else does the numbers that he does outside of Floyd Mayweather and Canelo. That's it.
Love or hating. I mean,
I know y'all don't, but this man is goddamn me turning boxing into his own fucking piggy bank. It is what it is, man. But you guys, man, ain't that you want to say about this before I get on to this shit that warmed my heart this weekend?
No, man, shoot the show on.
Man, this shit right here, I'm telling you, everybody in the world, what I seen Betterbiev do to Marcus Browne on Friday night, I couldn't be happy. Couldn't be happy.
Why you say that?
If you guys know about Marcus Browne and it's outside of the ring shit, one time I give it to you, all right? One time could be a mistake. When you got 4 or 5, I gotta look at you sideways.
4 or 5 what?
Domestic violence cases.
Oh, so he just be whooping on the women, huh?
It's the same woman.
Ah, okay. Well, you know, shame on him. That's what she get after the first time.
But one of the cases, you know what I'm saying, I believe he forced his way into the home. You know what I'm saying? So that's great. But anyway, man, so Betterbiev went out there, man. And this is the second time I've seen this cut in a Marcus Browne fight. The same exact cut Badou Jack had right in the middle of his forehead. Marcus Browne had it in the middle of his forehead. I mean, Beterbiev had it in the middle of his forehead, and he was leaking blood. I mean, leaking, which proved to be a engine starter for Beterbiev, because he, like, after that second round, he started to really impose his will, catching Marcus Browne with good short shots, good short jab, good short right hand, had Marcus Browne on the ropes. Marcus Browne was doing a lot of moving in that fight, and I knew a man that big can't move 12 rounds like that. A man that big cannot move 12 rounds like that. So eventually, midway through the fight, Marcus Browne slowed it down. Then towards the latter rounds, he really slowed it down, and Beterbiev capitalized on him, man, pushing it back. And this is the 10 count. He wasn't face down on his face. He wasn't knocked out unconscious. He wasn't in a state of peril. He simply looked at the referee. Scene 6, scene 7, scene 8, scene 9, and scene 10. Pretty much told the ref without even telling him, "I don't want it no more. The world title don't mean as much to me as I thought it would. I'm not willing to run through this motherfucking door for a world title." And sometimes if you want it, that's what you gotta do. Sometimes you're gonna have to fight a nigga like Beterbiev to get a world title. And Marcus Browne, you know what I'm saying, showed us Friday night that he was not ready or willing to do what needed to be done to beat Arthur Beterbiev. Big ups to my guy that asked him on the super chat. He says, "Happy holidays, Mike. Wish you and everyone on the chat a safe and wonderful holidays and bright new year." I appreciate it, bro. I appreciate it, man. And it's gonna be a hell of a new year, man. Got a lot of shit planned for Mike on Sports next year. We're gonna be doing a lot of daily shows that cover more than one sport. And that's how we're gonna rock it out. But did you watch this fight, D-Nice?
The Betterbiev fight?
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched it.
What you think about it?
I think Beterbiev is gonna be a hard motherfucker to beat going forward. And if Marcus Browne had a little more stamina about himself, I believe he could have made that real interesting.
Yeah, he was catching Beterbiev. But better chin than he has in the past. Because when Callum Johnson caught him like that, Callum dropped his ass. And maybe
that was just Marcus Browne not packing the punch.
Or maybe that's just Callum Johnson having that power. Like, I'm gonna be nice. I know he UK and a lot of dudes be like, oh, he UK. That motherfucking Callum Johnson can fucking punch. Him and Joe Smith Jr., the first motherfucker who landed the big shot gonna win. I'm telling y'all. Them dudes can crack. And I think technically Callum Johnson a little bit better, well, not a little bit better than Joe Smith Jr. And that could prove a problem for Joe Smith. And Joe Smith coming off COVID, a lot of shit not going in Joe Smith's favor.
No, I hear you. And one thing I don't see Canelo fighting him anytime soon.
What about everybody saying, oh man, this proved that Betterbiev is vulnerable and he's getting old and the time is now.
Well, all I can say about that is Canelo has been beaten. Betterbiev hasn't. You know what I'm saying? You're going up there, you're fighting a naturally bigger guy, you're fighting a skilled guy. You see the way he buried them punches?
Yeah.
Put a little sauce on it, light sauce, then he drown you with that motherfucker like, yeah, dude know what he's doing in there. And I think a Canelo would have him in there even more hyped up. So no, I don't see that happening anytime soon. But I would love it if it did, and that would show me Canelo ain't stunting nobody.
And if you know anything about Betterbiev, you know that he fought at a heavyweight in the amateurs.
Yeah, he lost to Usyk. Yeah,
he fought at heavyweight in the amateurs, man. So just think about what it's gonna take to really knock this motherfucker out. You may be able to put him down, but can you put him out, man? Like that motherfucker Betterbiev is not. He is not he's not a dude you want to play with. And I don't think Canelo ready for that fight, bro. Honestly, man. He fighting my cousin for a reason. He fighting to see if I can really hang with that power.
Skill-wise, I think he could compete. I think it would come down to a size factor. The good big man against the good little man. Because Betterbiev, I don't think Canelo could outbox him definitively. You know what I'm saying? Dude, that boxing acumen, he jabbed, like he got the good. So I think size would play a factor in a fight. And I don't see Canelo walking him down. I don't see him pressing Betterbiev like he pressed Cashapp.
You're breaking up a little bit. Did I say that again?
I said I don't see Canelo pressing Betterbiev like he did Caleb Plant.
Oh no, it's gonna be more of a Triple G kind of fight.
Yeah,
it's gonna be more of a
Kevin Murray
of a Triple G kind of fight. Like
Triple G won.
Yeah,
because if I'm telling you that would, to me, that would stamp Canelo for this era. You go up there and you handle him, you take his belt, and you go handle Beaver, shit, man. You go ahead and stamp them history books. I don't give a fuck what nobody says.
I'm right there with you, my bro. Like that, if he does that, yeah, it's about that time. But I know he got what he had in the past, but it's about that time.
You know, the greater he does, the more. What word I'm looking for? It's the greater he does, the less that Floyd lost shine.
I thought you was gonna say the greater he does, the more it elevates Floyd Mayweather. But
well, it elevates the win. It elevates the win when you go back in history and you look like Floyd beat this guy who did this, that, and the third. But presently, the more he does, he erases that. You got people out there who not even familiar with him losing to Floyd Mayweather.
So what you saying is a nigga keep on this kind of trajectory, the Floyd Mayweather loss will be a little footnote in his career.
Yeah, yep. He was because they didn't already laid the groundwork. He was too young. If he had been in his prime, Mayweather couldn't have did nothing with him, and yada yada, this, that, and the third. Like, you know, and I don't subscribe to any of that right there. But him going forward, the more he does, the greater he becomes. Make that seem like a footnote. You know what I'm saying? You had a hiccup on the test. You learn from your mistakes, and it never happened again.
I'm with you. Well, I know it's about the time. Let's get to the reason why everybody in this motherfucking chat right now. What's good?
What? You said Sam made up a fictional character and Al Heyman. You said Al doesn't.
Have you talked to Al Heyman?
I talked to Al. I met Al Heyman.
You sure I met Al Heyman. Sam once.
I met Al Heyman.
I know. Person. So glad.
Can we get Buffalo in the ring? Can we get Buffalo in the ring? He said, I'm fighting Mikey. Then I might fight Sean Porter, Keith Thurman.
So he didn't
back out.
He
didn't.
I just got called up or something.
Oh, he got his number.
Well, let me
tell you. I ain't got no offers for y'all.
The smartest thing you can do is to stay away from Terrence. That's the smartest thing.
You're a legendary promoter. I like that. You're a legendary promoter. I like that. I like that. You're best in the business. I like
been around this long.
You're a legendary promoter. I like that.
So he know fight.
I like that.
He like you though.
I know he like me.
He like you though.
He's trying to sign me.
Yeah, he like you.
I know. He's trying to sign me.
Bob, how big is this fight if it happens?
We don't know. We're all friends. We're in business.
There it is.
We're all fraternity. This is our business.
No, you don't.
Beginning, but a couple months ago he said, what he say? It's gonna happen end of 2019. Did he not say that? Did he not say that? That's what your promoter said.
This is what I'm saying.
I read it all.
This is what I'm saying. This is what I read it all too. Terrence Crawford, wait till he get a belt. He ain't did nothing in the welterweight today. When he get a belt, you want to go over there, keep Thurman over there, and now y'all want to say, oh, I ain't fought nobody, but I got a belt now, so
okay. Sean Porter got a belt too.
So now
Sean Porter got a belt too. Sean Porter. So why am I go to easy road and not Sean Porter out? Why wouldn't I?
You smart, but not that smart, bro. I'm going.
Who got a belt too? So the purpose of my show is Earl Spence is a man of his word. Earl Spence Jr. is a man of his word. Told y'all what he was going to do. Told y'all that he was going to go the easy route, the easy road first, and do what needed to be done. Why wouldn't I not knock off motherfucking Sean Porter? Sean Porter got up too. He knocked him off. He did that. Salute. And he mentioned Keith Thurman, but the only reason he mentioned Keith Thurman because at that time, Keith Thurman had the WBA Super World Welterweight title. And with that being said, Errol Spence thinking that's who I got to fight for that title, so I got to fight him. Now, fast forward years later, he's fighting Wknd for that same belt. So I'm not upset. I'm not mad. Earl Spence said what he did, what he said he was going to do. He went the easy route first. That's what he has to do. That's not me. That's not my words. That's y'all's man, Earl Spence Jr. So, and I was telling y'all what last week and a half ago, month ago, 2 months ago, 3 months ago, I never wanted to see Earl Spence fight Terrence Crawford next. Do you remember me saying that?
Yes, I do.
Why did I say that, D-Nice? Tell me.
You wanted Crawford to get the credit?
The credit he deserves for being a healthy, and a active Earl Spence Jr. So I'm not upset that Earl is fighting what's his name again?
Okay.
Oh yeah, Ugas. But this is the point when I start to get upset. This is the point when I start to kind of say fuck Earl Spence, man. You know what I'm saying? This is when I reach my boiling point. And I'm gonna just show y'all rather than tell y'all, man. And I go to his IG page. Oh, it's a lovely little kid right there. Oh, beautiful little kid, man. I love little kids, man. Look at him. Cute kid. And you know what I'm saying, you see him in the gym, you see him working. You see him with his family, with his daughter. Really beautiful. Little boy, beautiful. That's the kind of shit I don't like. Why are you flipping me off, Doc? I know you probably didn't mean it towards me, but that's how I'm taking it. If I scroll to a picture and I see 2 middle fingers up, you saying fuck me. Especially if I feel the way I feel about Terrence Crawford. So that's the point where I'm like, all right, let's do EJ. All right, man. Whatever. Then he goes on to say, 2 potential career-ending accidents in less than 2 years. I'm still here. Nobody brought that on you but you. Maybe not the second one, but the
second one too. Nobody
brought that on you but you. So for you to come out and try to say, oh, I don't know what you're trying to say. Are you Iron Man? Or are you invincible? Or are you just not giving a fuck? Like big, I don't know. I got kind of confused with that one. So no, I'm not done. Give me like 60 more seconds. I'm not done.
Right you here.
Then I get to the point where I'm in a car for 8 hours. I'm in a car riding for 8 motherfucking hours. I get on my fucking Twitter page. I love Twitter. Twitter's a fun place. It's very fun. I start to see shit that to me just don't make no sense. And it's one tweet that really did it for me. This the shit that took me over the top. He goes on his verified Twitter account and he says, I'm doing all the heavy lifting. How you doing all the heavy lifting, brother? Mikey Garcia, that shit was goddamn me 10 tons. Huh? Sean Porter, who fought for a vacant title against Danny Garcia? That was heavy lifting? Bud fought the same dude then. If we're going to do that, Bud fought the same dude. Bud fought the same dude. Danny Garcia, who everybody beats? Everybody! Besides Robert Guerrero when he fought him for a vacant title. But other than that, when you look at big time welterweight fights that Danny Garcia has been in, these nights does he win them?
Nah, not none of them.
Nah, okay. Okay. I was just wondering. Now we get to your Dennis Ugas, who beats a 43-year-old, 45, however old Manny Pacquiao was. Beats Manny Pacquiao and has 4 losses. So Earl Spence wouldn't be the first dude to beat Ugas, nor the second dude, nor the third, nor the fourth. He would be number 5 to beat your Dennis Ugas. So how in the fuck are you saying you're doing all the heavy lifting? No! Don't switch it up. Because just 3 years ago, it wasn't no heavy lifting.
That because he kept saying
Stop that.
Like now he's trying to make
it was
Absolutely. Do the best.
Go the easy route. So now it went from the easy route to heavy lifting. Nigga, make your mind up. I believe Bud was right. I believe Bud was right when he said that car wreck fucked with some of your fucking brain cells. Yeah. I think Terrence Crawford was fucking right. Because you're waffling. You a fucking waffler. He's nice. What's going on, brother? Talk to me.
You call him a waffler?
Well, he can't be a waffler? Is that derogatory? I'm not apologizing. Nigga said he's an easy route. No, I'm doing all the heavy lifting.
I really think that
and it's not saying this shit, y'all. It's your man saying this. I'm not using my voice saying the easy route. I'm not using my tweet saying the fucking heavy lifting. Man, please.
I think that statement was really tongue in cheek, man, just to poke at the Crawford fans and Crawford himself, like, I don't have to fight you now. I'm about to get another belt. So, you know what I'm saying? Like heavy lifting, I don't think he believes he's doing the heavy lifting. And with that statement will ring true if you both had the options to do what Spence is doing and Crawford would have opted to do something different. Then you can make that statement, and that statement would be factual. But I think that was just a jab, at people who was on his heels. And for the Spence fans, from what I've gathered,
work. That jab called me flush. Pissed me the fuck off. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
From what I've gathered, the Spence fans are elated that Spence don't have to fight Crawford next. Like I'm talking about, these dudes just smiling, they making videos, they happy, and it just amazes me. I'm like, how are you so happy that we don't get the best of the two fights? Now I think they're both good fights, but we can clearly see who's the better opponent because you're considering Ugas a tune-up. And there's no way you will fix your lips to call Crawford no tune-up and nothing. So we know where the stiffer competition lies, but I have seen this situation before, and it was with myself. And it involved the UFC when Anderson Silva had to fight Chris Weidman for the first time. I was so vehemently opposed to that fight because I knew that the young boy stood a chance against Silva. I had already seen Silva slipping. Mm-hmm. I had already seen it coming. And I'm like, why? He don't deserve to fight. No, shit, this thing did more than that. We're coming up with all these obstacles why it shouldn't happen. And I think that's what's going on now. They're not confident that Spence beat Crawford, especially not after the accident and the eye injury. Now they're going more off of hope. They hoping he wins. And if he never has to fight him, that's just fine with them too. Because then they can sit back and keep talking shit.
And everybody don't get it twisted. No, I'm not mad at that. What's going on, DL? Talk to your boy, Derek Lincoln. What's good?
Oh, what's good, Mike, man? What's up, bro?
Back in the saddle, nigga. Yeah.
What's up, man? Why you all upset, man?
Upset? I'm just reacting to some bullshit I see on Twitter. That's all.
Earl ain't doing nothing, man. But saying he been doing what he said he was doing.
You ain't never lied. He ain't doing shit.
What is that?
So you ain't never lied. He ain't doing shit.
Doing exactly what he said he's going to do. He's going to grab them 3 belts, and then he coming for Bud last.
Don't put words
in undisputed.
mouth. Don't put words in Earl's mouth. He never said 3 belts. He said, I'm going easy route. Say you quote him. When you quote him, say the easy route.
Ain't no easy route, bro.
Oh, okay, but
that's what Spence said.
Ain't no easy route.
How you gonna go against what your man said?
Man, ain't no easy route, bro.
Oh, okay, that's how you got.
He said he's gonna grab all the belts over here on the PBC side.
That's not what he said, though.
You paraphrasing.
Right. Come on, Mr. Lincoln. You know that ain't what he said.
Bull meant, man. You know what the bull was saying.
I know what he said. He said, I'm going to take the easy route. That's exactly what he said. Verbatim.
here already. No matter who got the belt on the PBC side.
Yeah, verbatim.
He gonna grab all those belts and he gonna come over and fight undisputed with Bud. That's exactly what he gonna do.
Yeah, he ain't fighting Bud.
He's gonna fight Bud.
Hey,
He's gonna
Derek.
fight Bud next.
Hey, Derek. Hey, Mike, can you hear me?
Yeah, hello? Yeah, I got you. What's up?
I bet you $100 right now Crawford and Spence do not fight after the Ugas fight.
Can't bet that.
I know you can't because you know it's not going to happen.
I ain't gonna bet on that.
I know you're not.
I will. I think it's gonna happen, bro.
It's not.
I definitely think it's gonna happen, though.
It's not. I think Spence next fight after Ugas, if he beat Ugas, gonna be Keith Thurman.
Oh nah.
Yeah.
Nah, he gonna fight. He gonna fight Bud, man. He ain't got too many fights down at 147. He can stay down there too long with. He can't waste his time with no Keith Thurman.
That ain't no waste of time. That's a fight that people would like to see.
But who Bud fighting next? That's what I want to know. Since my man fighting for the third belt, who Bud fighting next?
It doesn't matter at this point. It ain't Spence, so it doesn't really matter.
Oh my God!
Because he signed up to fight for a belt.
I don't give a fuck.
He wanted to fight the fight that the fans were screaming for. This is a highly demanded fight, and it didn't happen. So at this point, Crawford is free to fight whoever he want to fight.
Yeah, nigga, go get it, Bud, go get you a tune-up, Bud.
Yeah, you can get you a stay busy fight. The guy who you called out went in another direction. So
y'all want Bud to go ahead and fight a tune-up fight.
No. We wanted Bud to go ahead and fight Spence.
I did.
Yeah, I did.
Now y'all don't want. Now he can just go fight anybody now. So y'all ain't gonna have him go out there and test himself.
Because he's not fighting Spence. That's who we wanted him to fight.
Whoa. So he got to do another test.
No, I'm just saying, go out there and just, you know what I mean, and do another big fight. My man going out there doing another big fight. Why don't you boys go out there and do another big fight?
If I recall correctly, you the same nigga that said Sean Porter was going to be a test with Bud, right?
That is a test. He did great.
That was a test?
He did great.
That was no test, dog. That was easy work.
That was easy work.
That was easy work. As soon as Bud's corner like, man, I'm what?
That was not no easy work, bro.
I'm not winning.
That's easy work. You seen it, fella. He's too small.
Real quick. Darren, what happened when Bud found out that he could be losing? The moment he found out, what happened?
Okay, that's still regardless. He was still losing the fight.
Man, he
wasn't losing the fight. You gotta stop that, Derek.
You gotta stop that, man. The moment he found out,
who's the man fighting next, then, man? Who's the man fighting next? That's all I want to know.
He ain't fighting.
No, my man, he over here fighting for people over here fighting for a third belt. What your boy gonna do?
Man, he just fought.
He ain't fighting Spence.
We ain't talking about who he fought, you know what I mean, last. We talking about who fighting now.
Everybody told Mike, you know what, man? Bud not gonna stop Sean Porter. Everybody said that shit.
Okay, but why are we talking about past stuff? We talking about now.
Because
I don't care about who he fought in the past and who he fighting now, bro.
Because you said Bud needs to go test himself. And I was just simply bringing up that you thought in the past Sean Porter was that test. That's all I was saying, my brother.
But everybody was just holding my man to the fire just now, saying that he either got to fight for a belt like he been saying, no tune-ups. Now my man fighting for a belt like he said. Who's your boy fighting next?
And who
he on to the next right now. Who he fighting next? We ain't got to go to the past talk about who he fought. Who he fighting now?
It's not Spence. He's not fighting Spence, so that's all you need to worry about, dude.
Spence got to fight. He getting for the third belt. Who's he fighting now? Who's the man fighting?
You tell me who
it doesn't matter. It don't matter who he fighting. He's not fighting the guy who he called out, so it doesn't matter who he fights.
Fuck it.
As a Spence fan, Crawford should be none of your concern. Who he fighting next if it ain't Spence?
Adrian Browne. Yeah. We're gonna fight AB. AB, you want
AB?
Yeah, we're gonna fight AB, man. Come on, AB. Al ain't paying you. No,
so y'all giving y'all mans a pass now.
We got you, AB.
You gave your man a pass.
Yeah,
my man said AB. I'm done.
So it's cool for Earl to fight Mikey.
Done.
So hold on. It's cool for Earl to fight Mikey.
Yeah, it was cool for Earl to fight Mikey. Mike was undefeated at the damn time. You on yeah, AB with all them losses and everybody busting his behind left and right.
I saw that 147 before. Come on.
Oh my God. He still was undefeated at the time.
And Mikey Garcia just lost to Sandor Martin.
What's his name again?
Sandor Martin.
That nigga from D-Nice?
Yo, wow.
But nowhere.
Come on now, D-Nice and Mike. I thought y'all was better than this, man. Come on.
Your man's biggest win is shared with Sandor Martin.
Oh, God.
The only two niggas in the world to beat Mikey Garcia, Sandor Martin and Earl Spence Jr.
Oh, wait.
Oh, my God.
That's hell of a company to keep right there.
That's hell of a company to keep, boy.
I
bet Sandor Martin never become unified.
So y'all was over here talking about either Bud Crawford or Boots for my guy.
Oh, man,
but now that my guy over here fighting for the third belt because y'all thought Ugas was fighting in that tournament.
No, bro.
So how come Bud ain't got to fight nobody now?
I already told you.
That's my question.
And I hate you do this because you watch me every day. You know what I said about Earl.
Of course I do. That's why I'm bringing it up because you're the one that said it.
About Earl. I don't care that Earl is again that he needs that. Because if he would have gotten in the ring with fucking Terrence Crawford, he would have got fucked up. Yeah, you know that.
Oh my God.
And you know that.
Why are we still over here?
So happy. That's why you so happy.
Y'all said EB.
That's why you so happy he's fighting Crawford. Let's be honest now. Let's just keep it Derek Lincoln, let's just keep it a whole 100, man. That's why you're so happy that he's fighting Ugas and not Crawford. You know that. How are you more stoked about a Ugas Spence fight than you are about a Ugas Crawford fight?
I wanted the Bud fight.
No, you
didn't. I wanted the Bud fight. But since I still want the Bud fight.
You're too happy that it went another way. You can't couldn't possibly win that fight.
He's still fighting for a belt, just like he promised he would. So I'm good.
He's trying to keep on the easy route. I know.
He's gonna get the 3 belts, and he's gonna.
I wish he would say that.
Let me ask you a question though.
What up?
Who do Derek want to see Bud fight next?
I just want to see him fight somebody. Just somebody, just anybody, like not no AB,
my nigga,
but like a Virgil Ortiz, or a Boots. That ain't gonna happen. I even see him fight Keith Thurman.
Keith Thurman, okay, all right.
I'll take that.
Okay, I'm just checking.
I'll take that.
I just want to know who you have.
We can't do no AB, bro. Like, nah, man.
I wouldn't mind an AB fight, man.
Nah, I know you wouldn't.
I mean, that's heavy lifting,
I know you would.
That's heavy lifting, dog. That's heavy lifting.
You ain't got to worry about your boy taking no punishment. You ain't got to worry about him getting hit at all.
That don't normally happen anyway. So I mean,
really don't.
That's what the last 9 fighters. Like it's been the same no matter who get in that ring. So
like that nigga, like he went to the club at the Sean Porter fight.
Yeah. All right, y'all. I'm gonna get down up in the chat. I actually gotta go pick up my daughter and shit from work.
All right, salute, man. Great.
All right, salute.
All right, y'all be safe.
Drive safe, bro.
All right, thanks, bro.
Yes, sir.
Peace.
Shout out to my guy there, Lincoln, man. Always a pleasure to talk to my guy, man. Your phone line open. You want to call in, man? 317-220-6995. It's the number if you want to call in, man. I know you can't see it right now, but I'm leaving my guy to switch that up, so you know, so he the only person that's in there.
Hey, Mike, did you catch the Rick Glazer interview earlier?
On Boxing Sports New Media?
Yeah.
Man, I don't like that dude, Rick Glazer, man. I don't respect him. He got a vendetta against Al Heyman. Me and Ness interviewed him about 2.5 years ago. And like with the questions that I was asking and the question that Ness was asking. Give me 1 second, midway through the interview, me and Ness just came to the conclusion, like, yeah, this dude really just like Al must have done something to him in the past. Like he got a vendetta against Al. So anything he say regarding PBC, I don't know about it, bro. But like, she fill me in. Like, what happened?
I only found it interesting about the pay-per-view number and what he said. He said he got himself a contact who works in television, and that's how he get the numbers. Mm-hmm. And he stated that if he was such a liar, why didn't they come with the numbers to refute what he was saying? And I found, and he also laid out that reporting false numbers is considered fraud if it's over a certain percentage. And he used 20%. So if you did 50,000,
50,000. That's why I always you take off 50,000 from anybody. When first time came out, it was like 185. Then we found out that it was really 135.
So when he said that bit of information, that's what I found credible. I could hear the bias in him and, you know, the way he don't fuck with certain people, but that bit of information was the main reason I tuned in, and it made sense because if he's such a liar, put out the numbers to say that he's lying.
You're right, Kieran Betts, he do. You right. Fred don't like Al either. I don't know why. Like,
because they stopped.
It wasn't Al. It was like it was Kelly Swanson's.
Still part of CBC.
Man, she ain't part of it. She got a contract. You know what I'm saying? She can make requests because she runs the media for them. If she don't want you there, like you not gonna be there because she got a She has a long standing partnership with Al Heyman. Like
that's what I'm saying. It had all of that cock buffing that Fred had did on Al Heyman in the PBC panned out for him. He wouldn't have got barred. Al Heyman would have been like, no, that's my personal cock buffer right there. He's allowed in here. And that didn't go the way he thought it was gonna go.
Yeah, and cause you would see Fred get exclusive shit with the Watson twins, with Sam Watson. Like he was around the motherfucker, so like man.
Happened so hard for that whole side until Kenny smushed him in the face.
Yeah. That's
one of the greatest moments of YouTube history.
I don't even know why that shit went down.
That's why it went down. You talk too much, and he got mushed in his face. That's what you do to suckers. You mush him in the face.
Like you should never even put yourself in that position, man. I know Kenny like maybe said something to him that he felt like it was threatening or something, but man, this nigga just gonna talk, bro. Like niggas talk, bro. Like when you like, unless a nigga really want to do something when he see you, y'all gonna walk past each other. You feel me? Like, and my fucking man, you get to a certain age where you like, man, what the fuck I'm fighting for, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like, what? I ain't got no business fighting. Nigga, I'm older. Nigga, anytime I reach the wrong fucking way, nigga, that should have started hurting. Like, what the fuck? I'm throwing a punch for, and I'm not trained for this shit. I don't know.
What happened when you do all that tough talk?
Yeah.
It'll push you in your face.
I guess
yeah,
so.
That shit go viral.
Yeah, that shit do go viral. Motherfucking boxing nigga YouTube had that shit up, posted all over. But anyway, man, what fuck we was talking about? Earl Spence Jr. Like, I'm not mad that Earl got the fight. Like, that's what y'all.
Don't you got somebody on the line?
Huh?
Don't you got somebody on the line?
Yes, Akuni, what's going on? God damn.
Yeah.
Akuni, my bad, bro.
Oh no, you good. I was listening.
God, bro, I ain't gonna lie to you, nigga. I totally forgot you was right there, nigga.
No, you good.
How you living?
I guess quickly, I was gonna ask another thing, but quickly on that Rick Glazer thing. PBC doesn't have anybody that ever reports pay-per-view numbers ever. All the same people that report numbers. So I don't know why people act like they're gonna all of a sudden now have someone report numbers. Now I don't know how. Obviously, why the hell would I know how good Tanks did either? But I'm just saying, it's not like the same people that report everyone's pay-per-views are the same people that would report if they said Tanks did this or Wilders did this. It's Mike Coppinger or whoever the fuck else. It's not like PBC has anybody doing that. But I wanted to ask you about the Betterbiev Marcus Browne fight. I watched that fight and I had a bunch of impressions on it. And obviously I got in late, so I don't know what you thought about it going into it. But I actually thought Marcus Browne his chin held up better than I thought it would, to be honest. Mm-hmm. And but he wasn't accurate. Like, he was making Beterbiev miss at times, but he really couldn't put a dent in the guy at all. And I was really surprised by that. And, you know, I think everybody was hyped that he was working with Derek James and everything. But to me, it just, seeing him get ran down like that, I was just like, damn. You know, you can only catch punches on the gloves for so long. His defense was okay at first, but he wasn't slipping enough. And I was just surprised that he couldn't really get accurate with his work. Like, I didn't feel like he caught Beterbiev flush nearly as much as he should have been able to. So I don't know I wanted to hear what you thought about that fight in particular.
I thought the cut played a big part in it. I think the cut was a blessing in disguise for Betterbiev, because it made him keep his guard up more, and it made him have a sense of urgency to really know press until this motherfucker folds. Like I said earlier, you know what I'm saying? Like a guy that size, which Marcus Browne is, like, those guys aren't meant to be moving around for 12 rounds unless you're one of a kind, like Usyk. You know what I'm saying? Like, he can do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but most time, big guys, especially when you got punches coming at you at the rate and at the power rate that Beterbiev is coming at you, you're gonna fold over time. And I don't give a damn if he was training with Emmanuel Stewart, Derek James. It don't. Sometimes you just don't have the better fighter. And simply, we seen that night. Beterbiev beat the fight out of Marcus Browne. Marcus Browne went out. Marcus Browne didn't get unconscious. He looked at the ref and watched him count to 10. Simply said, I don't want it.
You know, it also made me think, like, if he was with the trainer that he had been with for, you know, I think he was with Rozier, Andre Rozier, for his majority of his pro career. Because I kind of felt like the round before, it was clear, like, they should probably stop this. Mm-hmm. But I'm like, and then in my head, I'm like, well, Derek James might not know the key. I mean, he's a fighter himself, so he knows, like, the cues. But maybe he, you know, the connection is different, obviously, because they just started working with each other months ago. But it was, to me, it looked like the round before, it was like, yeah, this is, I mean, it's just, there was nothing coming back now. And it was just like, you know, I know people always, you know, give people shit for quitting, but you know, to me, it was like, it made sense to do what he did. It probably bad for his brand, but, I mean, you know, it was just like
that he wasn't prepared to do what was necessary to become a world champion. That's all it tells you. You know what I'm saying? A guy beat him to a point where he said, "Fuck a world title." You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm being real. Like, you can't watch a dude count to 10. I'm sorry, man. Like I don't know if your rib was broken or something happened to you. Or if an injury comes out, then okay. But if you just watch the dude count to 10, simply count the dude's coming at you and he's beating on you, and those jabs that you're throwing, them ain't no power jabs. Them get away from me jabs. Stay off me jabs. I don't want to be here. I gotta see a little bit more. But it is what it is, man. Marcus Browne got, to me, what was coming to him. But Jalen, I watched David Morrell fight, but beating Alante Fox don't really tell me nothing, man. Everybody beats him.
Oh, you talking about, okay, yeah, Morrell. I mean, yeah, I with me, I watch a lot of boxing, but when it comes, when I start paying attention is when the competition goes up. So, you know, right now they're still trying to build him. I know they building him fast, but he was in there with a guy that was a former 154 pound. I mean, you know, there's no way he wasn't gonna run he was just too strong for him. So I couldn't even, you know, you don't really get to learn that much, you know, in fights like that. It's just a good showcase for the guy, really. And and he was fighting a guy that gave Andrade some problems a long time ago. So I guess that's easy to sell. But,
He didn't give Liam Williams no problem. I'll tell you that.
Oh, he didn't? I didn't know about that. Okay. Liam Williams beat him up.
Stopped him.
Oh, see, I didn't even know that. Okay.
Yeah, that's why.
And it was at 160.
Yeah, 160. That's why I don't. You know what I'm saying? Like David Morale beating him, the guy moving up, or just got beat by Lynn Williams at 160. All right. that don't tell.
Yeah.
Me,
So like, what do you expect out of Morrell? Like, do you think they're gonna throw him in with the top guys in like 2 years, a year? Like,
yeah, shit. Whatever they want to do with him. I mean, like the way he moving pretty fast. So shit. We're gonna see how by his 10th fight, is it for a world title or not? You know what I'm saying? I mean, I think the way you look at the opponents that he's been fighting, like that's the trajectory. You know what I'm saying? 4 fights in, about 6 fights, got to be for a world title. If you're fighting Alante and Fox right now.
Yeah, no, that's a good point. But yeah, I like what you said about the Marcus Browne stuff. I thought it was an interesting fight, in a lot of different ways. Just seeing, I was like, damn, nothing he was throwing at Beterbiev, Beterbiev didn't give a shit about it. And I saw him fight Bosdick, and Bosdick.
He caught Beterbiev with a nice ass hook like before the bell or some shit. Beterbiev backed up a little bit, like, okay, I guess gotta be a little bit more careful coming this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he definitely caught Beterbiev with some good body shots too. You know what I'm saying? Like Marcus Browne got some.
He did, yeah, early on, right? Early on, it was like, okay, and then.
He definitely got.
What do you think Canelo do to Canelo and Beterbiev?
Yeah, we already went over that, man. Just rewind it, man. You know what I'm saying? And you'll hear a whole breakdown about we spent.
Okay.
We spent about 20 minutes on Canelo and Beterbiev. But
what?
I'm gonna let you touch on Terrence Crawford and Earl Spence. Then I'm gonna move to the next talk. Talk to me about that.
Oh, okay. I think when it comes to this whole Errol Spence Terrence Crawford thing, it's like people are frustrated in some ways. It's definitely Errol's fault because that car crash really just fucked up the timing. Like if
you can't blame like that's an act of just, you know what I'm saying? That's an act of God. Like, man, you can't blame a car.
No, I'm not blaming them. I'm just saying, like, when everyone's saying like we've waited so long, and it has been so long. If you just look at like the opponent list, if this had happened in a regular time frame, I don't think people would have been feeling like this. But the problem is that it's a year between fights, and it's due to the injuries that he's gone through. So the fact that it's a year between the movements he's making and towards making his fight versus Crawford undisputed, it wasn't supposed to take him 3 to 4 years to make it happen. This was supposed to happen in a couple of years. You add 2 years of him being out with injuries, and that's why I think that's where a lot of the frustration from a lot of other people come from. I never thought that when Spence said 3 years ago, I'm pick up all the belts on my side and then go see what Crawford and Top Rank talking about. I thought
hold on 1 second. Y'all gotta stop saying that Errol Spence said that and say what that man said. He said he was gonna take the easy route.
Okay, I don't care about. I'm not gonna go back and forth about that. I'm just saying his plan was to fight all those PBC guys, get all the belts, and then fight Crawford, right? But the fact that it's taken this long is the frustration which is one of the main frustrations with everyone. So I think I understand why people are like, damn, and hopefully there's no more hiccups and he gets past Ugas, just like, Crawford got past Porter. I mean, I want to see them match up, but it's just, I get why people are frustrated. It's just taken a long time, and it's taken a long time that I'm sure he imagined because of his injuries and so forth. But so I'm not surprised that people are frustrated. When Spence took on Danny Garcia, I thought that wasn't the right move coming off the car crash. I didn't want him to do that. I thought he should have taken the actual tune-up, not a Danny Garcia. So when people were like, Spence should fight Crawford, I wasn't really feeling that. I mean, obviously I would be happy, but I just didn't feel like you don't go into your hardest fight of your career not off a year layoff. So, I mean, he's going to go into another hard fight. Ugas is a tough fight. But, you know, I guess because of his performance with Danny, people will say, you know, we expect him to win. And if he's not close to himself, he will lose to Ugas. I think it's pretty simple. So I think him getting a fight before getting undisputed with Crawford makes sense. It's just the time period. Everyone's just been waiting so long because he's just had so many injuries. So
All right, big dog. Let me get to the next call.
Huh? Oh, okay. Have a good one.
All right. My man was gonna go for a dub on me. God, hey, I get it. Everybody got a lot to say about this. I can't rock with some of the shit he said though, man. DJ Black Charm Music, if you want to call back in, you can. Like, I'm not gonna I know people are gonna say Mikey, but that car crash shit, man. Like, I like it's unfortunate that it happened, but I'm not gonna be here and be like, oh, that's the reason why the fight gotta be elongated. Or I just wanted them goddamn EC the motherfuckers fight now. Like, I didn't need to see Earl. You know what I'm saying? I do need to see Earl fight Ugas though.
Family. What's happening, man? Peace. Good evening, fellas.
Good evening, bro.
Oh man, I can't call it. Just enjoying it. I enjoyed this boxing weekend, and now I'm enjoying this boxing conversation this week, talking about EJ versus Ugas, getting him some Spanish money. Yes, sir. Hey man, I've been saying forever, Bud got to find somebody to fight, man. Stop trying to chase EJ. He chasing EJ leftovers by fighting Kell Brook, and now he want to do all this walking behind EJ Shaw. That man is his own man. He's supposed to been. First of all, he made a mistake by re-signing. He's supposed to step off and put his chest out back then a few years ago and said, I'm Bud Crawford. But he never did that. And here we is, he pushing forward and talking junk about Errol Spence running. And them folk had a better plan together than he did. Hello.
So you sound like you happy that Earl and Bud not fighting? If that's what I'm getting.
Am I happy that they not fighting? No, I ain't happy that they ain't fighting. My thing is my excitement. Let me tell you what my excitement is. My excitement is when you look at EJ, he ain't breaking his business ain't breaking no sweat. His business ain't having, besides his outside the ring bull jive with the car crash stuff. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That one little hiccup, you could say he almost put his business in jeopardy. You know what I'm saying? By doing so. By doing that part right there. Now we talking about jeopardizing your business or fighting with, and you got to keep that prize fighting too now. You know what I'm saying? We know they got belts and stuff like that because both of them get their ass whooped by their next opponent. Then, you know what I'm saying? Shit, I still want to see the fight, period. But at the same time, EJ, well, his company didn't put him in a position where he wasn't able to sell tickets or be at odds with his promoters on camera and all that old crazy stuff that should never been in the front of the camera in the first place. Then you got your trainer on people YouTube channels talking about, oh, we took the easier route. Yeah, we took the easier route with Jeff Horn when they went 147 and they had a chance then. Bad business move. Then re-signing with Bob Allen, bad business move. Keep making bad business move. Now you out of the situation and you're a man with no land because you're gonna need a promoter to put that paper up for y'all to fight.
So what is it, bro? Like, is he stupid for re-signing back with a promoter, or is he stupid because he don't have?
I ain't gonna say that because he got children to feed. I'm not gonna say he was stupid. I'm not gonna use that word stupid. I ain't gonna use that word stupid because he got.
I just don't understand. I just don't understand your stance in the situation. For one, how does his business affect your boxing entertainment? Like, how do those correlate? How he handles his business?
Because he never stood up for himself when I'm tell you like this, bro. I'm tell you like this, D. When it was first popping off, and I don't know if y'all was paying attention to all these cats doing they pumping up their little promotions back in 2017, 2018, about 2016, from Man Down to the Lions Only, everybody putting out their chest and doing their own fight, especially not the Jamel, but Jamal. He was doing his own. It wasn't pay-per-view, just regular fights on Showtime. You know what I'm saying? Fat cats doing their own thing. I don't think Bud just had the tenacity to say, you know what, I'm Bud Crawford, whatever I forget the name of him and Bo Matt's company, but they should have been put that. I don't even remember the name of that. I don't know the name of their company because they don't even promote themselves like that.
Okay, so
what's the name of Bo Matt and Bud company?
I don't have a clue. I'm not quite sure.
Yeah, they got to promote, and that's what I'm saying. And they do subcontracted through Top Rank.
Yeah, but none of that has anything to do with anything. For one, none of that has nothing to do with anything. Let me ask you a question.
Why don't it? Because they the ones who got to sign the contract. Bud and Bo Matt the ones
to fight. That don't pertain to the fight.
Let me talk for a second, man. Like, I don't know what the hell going on. Like, a lot of y'all dudes talking about, bro, like, what, like, do you work for, like, Man Down Promotions? Like, what, like, what are we doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, like, we talking about business, like, what about the fight? You just said that you weren't happy that Bud and Earl not fighting next. Like, can we just leave it right there? Can we just leave it right? They not fighting next, and we got them move on. We're gonna see what Earl wants to do after he fights Ugas. But like, we like all this business talk, man. It's like that shit gotta relax to me a little bit.
But I'm saying, you don't think Ugas got a rematch clause? You don't think he got a rematch clause?
Why does he need a rematch clause, man?
He gonna want his belt back. He took the belt from Manny Pacquiao. He took Manny Pacquiao's belt. He whooped Pacquiao.
Ugas don't dictate shit. You get this money and you shut the fuck up. You lucky you ain't fighting stand on this, man. You lucky you ain't fighting stand on this. You get this money, you win or you lose, and you move on. Earl got a rematch clause. Ugas.
Oh yeah.
That's heavy. That's heavy. That. Now that would be a nuance in their contract if only EJ could lift a rematch if he lose, and not Ugas lift a rematch if he loses his belt.
That's standard. Ugas' reward is fighting for 2 belts. His reward is the unification.
All right, so now flip that around. Now, if Bud was in Ugas' shoes, and so Bud wouldn't have a rematch clause, it would be on Spence to lift to.
Not if Spence come in. Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, not if Spence come in as the A side and he's the one that's dictating terms. No, he won't have a rematch clause in because you're coming to the table with 1 belt.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I have always been aware of that aspect, but
fights that make that much money,
right?
Only 2 ways. Because Fury had one with Wilder. But Black Charm, let me get to the next caller, big dog.
Okay, hey man, appreciate that. One love, peace, y'all.
No problem, big dog. Shout out to my guy DJ Black Charm music, man. I'm convinced he works for Man Down Promotion. I'm convinced, man. Maybe bro, look, maybe a win. Maybe a win for some fans is Earl doing the best business for Earl. What's going on, 757?
What's going on, Mike? This Marcus, man. It's M-Stacks, man.
M-Stacks, what's good, homie?
Nothing, man. I'm not excited about this Ugas Spence fight.
Why not?
They need to make the Spence Bud fight while they're both still undefeated. All of a sudden, I don't know why people think they care about belts. No one gives a fuck about belts. When Mayweather and Pacquiao fought each other, no one cared what belts were on the line. The last belt is not going to make any more money for either fighter. It's not going to do anything. It's just going to be history. Canelo just made history. No one cared. He did it at 168. He's going to 190 to fight some no-name to get another belt. No one cares. No one cares about the belts. People trying to act like they care about the belts. They don't. We want to see Spence versus Bud. Ugas can marinate. We've been asking for this fight for 4 fucking years. People are like, oh, Errol kept his word. I don't give a damn he kept his word. He said he was going to clean up his side of the street. That's basically, I'm going to prolong the fight, let it build, and bullshit. It's been 4 years. People are just happy Ugas got the fight. Like, okay, all right, Ugas got the fight. Ugas got 4 losses. Errol Spence and Bud Crawford are both undefeated fighters. What matters more to you, undefeated or undisputed? Mike? Let's say Spence loses to Ugas and then rematches and wins. And then he fights Bud.
I'd rather say a motherfucker never beat me to say I'm undisputed. So yeah, you're right.
Undefeated, right? That's going to be a better fight because neither one is never lost. Neither one is going quietly, or neither one is going easily. But if one loses, like Pacquiao lost, we all knew the outcome before it happened. You know what I'm saying? No suspense. Joshua Wilder, we didn't even get that fight. What were they talking about? Splits. People are complaining about Jake Paul. Well, Jake Paul's got a highlight better than yours. You know why? Because you new age boxers don't want to fight each other. So you don't even have highlights. We got guys like Ryan Garcia who's still getting airtime. And he doesn't even fight. The problem is these guys don't want to fight each other. They want to prolong fights. Oh, I want to get all the belts first and do all this bullshit. No one cares. It's been 4 years. And I don't care. You don't drive a fucking car drunk, especially no goddamn Lamborghini. I don't care what nobody says. He prolonged this fight in more ways than one. Spence was my guy. And again, another opportunity squandered because, hey, you want to collect another pointless-ass belt that no one cares about. No one cares about the belt. It's not going to make any more money. It's going to take a half a decade, just like Mayweather Pacquiao. And neither one of these guys are on neither one of those guys' level. So there should be no reason this fight should have took this goddamn long. I'm venting, Mike.
This nigga said I'm venting, Mike. Boy, you a funny ass nigga, man. Well, nigga, I knew what the fuck you was doing. God damn. All right, M-Stacks, man. Anything else you want to vent about my brother? Boy, this dude funny as hell. He said I'm venting, Mike. Damn, that caught me off guard.
Man, I just want
to
let people know how I felt.
All right, man. Jesus Christ, bro. That shit caught me off guard tonight.
My man wasn't bullshitting. He was passionate about that shit he was talking.
Oh my God, man. Damn.
Only part I disagree with him with is the belt's not getting no more money. Because I'm sure Spence gonna want more money with 3 belts.
Hell yeah. That's not even a question.
And me, for real, if I was Crawford, I would make certain concessions, man, just to get that, because that's history, man.
You got two things to do if you're Crawford. You got either accept the lower percentage, or you got to go up and beat the winner of Castano and fucking Charlo. Go up there and invoke the fucking WBO shit immediately.
I don't think they're gonna do that. They not
only way
they not stupid though as far as moving up to 154 and going after Jamal Charlo.
Jamel, not Jamal.
Jamel, just my bad, Jamel, because they know better than that.
Shit,
that's foolhardy right there. You need to acclimate to that weight. You don't.
Tough fight. Don't get it twisted. Don't ever get it twisted. But Jamel done showed me he can be outboxed.
I think he can get him once Crawford get comfortable at 154. At least a fight at 154.
I don't think else would be one person at that time.
You say, I mean, yeah, I understand that too, but I think that's a bad move for Crawford to go straight into a Jamel fucking Charlo fight, moving up. To be honest, yeah, I think that would be a bad move. I think Ward laid out the way to move up.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
But you see, Ward did a 4-fight run and won every one of them.
Fuck, bro.
But yeah, I would take a lower percentage or something. I would be willing to concede, to a degree to get that done because I know what the implications of this is.
But he said he's not willing to do it though. He said that shit on Twitter under a post that he made. He said, I'm not taking no, like somebody posted Crawford says he won't take 60-40 against Spence. And he commented right below. So what changed?
How recently was that?
Nigga. Just a week ago. Hey.
Well, I mean, if that's his stance, that's his stance. I ain't gonna fault him for it. But if a real offer comes and Crawford turn it down, then I'm gonna have to look at Crawford sideways. Mm-hmm. Like if you're the actual reason why the fight don't happen, then I'm gonna have to treat it as such.
Yeah. Man, at the end of the day, can't tell a man what he should take.
Right. And I'm not mad at you, know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna stop being a fan of you, but you're gonna be the reason. You're gonna receive the blame and my criticism for not making the fight happen when you had a chance. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you fucked that up. You know what I'm saying? As of right now, I'm looking at Spence sideways because had that side wanted it, I believe it could have happened already.
There go the tweet right there. Terrence Crawford on fighting Spence. I'm not fighting for 60-40. December 14th. What changed?
I mean, shit, if that's the stance, but let's see your offer. You know what I'm saying? If they can seriously attempt to make the fight and he turn it down, then I'm gonna look at Crawford like that. Like, bro, you blew the fight. You fucked that up.
That's what gotta happen, man. I mean, shit, we'll see.
We'll see. Yeah, but as of right now, like, speculation don't mean shit. We know what's actually going on. And Spence ain't been trying to fight Crawford. And when I say Spence, that ain't Spence per se as the man himself, but the Spence side, the Spence team, they ain't been looking at Terrence Crawford.
Oh no, yeah. Like don't ever get it to like when Earl. Real quick, Ams. When Earl told Crawford, "I'm gonna take the heat," like he meant that shit. He wasn't fucking around, and I knew what he meant. He just didn't say it right. But so I'm gonna use it every day of the week. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. I knew what he meant. He meant I'm gonna go and try to get all these belts on my side, and then I'll see you when I see you. He just didn't say it like that. Aaron, what's good?
What's going on, Mike?
Man, killing myself over here with these Lakers losing to the Bulls last night. All the Earl Spence fans get on my fucking nerve, man. This moving for this past week, me experiencing near death in a U-Haul with the wind blowing and drifting and shit, man. Shit been too much, bro. It been too much.
Well, you thought the Lakers were actually gonna win?
All right, look here, bro. Chill out, man.
My bad. Hey, so what you saying? Arrow ain't gonna fight Bud over here?
I mean, you tell me.
I don't know, but I honestly think if Bud don't sign with Al Heyman, that ain't happen. The fight ain't gonna happen.
Like he gotta sign a multi-fight deal with Al Heyman.
Not like it's gonna have to be a couple fights. I don't think you have to sign like a long deal, but bro, it's business, bro. Al Heyman, he answers to the networks. They want a certain amount of title fights. You can't just give your titles away to in a tough fight to some next guy who don't have a promotion. He could go take the belts anywhere else. So you have to know his whole business, bro. He ain't gonna like Bud. He kind of in a funny position, to be honest. Like I feel he should just negotiate with BBC, whatever he gets out of that, and make the fight happen. Because these guys are gonna play hardball with him, bro. Look how long they've been doing it already. You know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna do him any favors now just because he left Bob Arum. He still ain't with them.
Yeah, I don't know.
They ain't gonna give him.
I seen him over in Dubai. So shit, I don't know what the movement with Bud. Shit, somebody gotta let me know something.
I know like he got some connection with like MTK, but that's a management deal or something like that. In regards to like the Josh Taylor fight, you think Bud's gonna go over back to ESPN?
For one off, yeah.
You think Bob's gonna do it?
I mean,
and pay him what you used to pay him?
ESPN normally pays Bud. Bob said that out of his mouth. Bob said ESPN has
So yeah, but that was on a long-term deal. Would ESPN pay him that on a one-time fight to take away?
Depends on if they think that they can recuperate. If they quit, well, maybe ESPN feels like
Bud left them. Bud,
no,
my bad. Bud left them dry.
Hear me out. Maybe ESPN feels like 135,000 of money that we ain't got to share with nobody is better than 300,000 on pay-per-view across many platforms.
I hear that, but you have to realize Bud left ESPN and Top Rank.
Mm-hmm.
Josh Taylor now he's in. He beat Ramirez, who was making money over there or something. Like Tio just lost. They ain't gonna just give up Taylor to lose, man. I don't think that fight. I don't know. Like Bud need to sign with somebody. Like being on the outside like this ain't really like. And especially if he wants 60, like he's saying he's not gonna sign for 60-40. He needs to help himself in this situation because boxing business, like, and they'll just wait for someone else to get beat, but like they'll just wait him out. If anything, like, I know it's fucked up. It's sad to say, but that's how it goes. He sign with Al Heyman, go get an easy fight. In the meantime, go do the Errol Spence fight in the fall. You know what I'm saying? And man, don't mind the trolls that are trolling you as well.
Man, I ain't listening to dudes, bro.
They're gonna dance to your grave because of the bad news and that, but
what they
the fight after. What'd you say?
What they always say: he who laughs last laugh the loudest. So I'm just sitting back by my time.
I hope it works out for you. I want to see the fight. I don't want it to like politics to fuck out for us like many other fights they have. So I don't know, man. In regards to like the other stuff on the weekend, Parker Chisora, you didn't talk about that. That was a good fight.
Man, Am, look, I ain't even gonna start, Am. I had it queued up. If you look at the screen right now, I got the picture on it right now.
Oh, my bad.
I had it. It just slipped my fucking mind, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, Parker did it. Parker did his shit, man. Knocked out Chisora 4 times, but Chisora just a tough motherfucker, bro.
Yeah, tough. I don't know if that's healthy for him, bro. He tough as nails, man.
That shit was a motherfucking slobber knocker, nigga. Niggas getting hit left and right.
Before I go, I just want to talk about the Beterbiev fight. A lot of people say Canelo this and that, and he gonna knock him out. And man, I don't believe none of that. There's a reason Canelo picks the people he picks. 168 was a division that was literally all new champions because the previous ones retired or left, right? 175, he went for the weakest one coming off a tough fight with a rehabilitation clause. Went 11 rounds with him. And the scorecards were almost even. Plant the other day, scorecards almost even with 11. I don't see Plant doing that with Beterbiev what he did with Canelo. Yeah, it's a good fight. I'm not saying he's going to destroy Canelo, but I feel like as long as he looks like this, Canelo going to wait. He's going to like give him 2 years probably. If he's still champ, he's probably slowed down enough for me to fight him now. So I don't see that fight happening either. Shout out Laurent Richards as well for fighting a tough fight and on the undercard that nobody knew about.
I was surprised he beat Gungara, man. I thought Gungara was gonna beat him, bro.
I told you, man, he got skills, but he just like he's not fan friendly. You know what I'm saying? Because he's a defensive fighter, but he got a lot of skills, man.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know, man. We're gonna see what weight was that? 168.
Yeah, he took Gungara's IBO title, but he's probably gonna. When Canelo gonna probably drop multiple belts soon, so we're gonna see some new champions as well.
Yeah, we'll see what happens with old LeBron. Trying to think at 168 over in Britain, who I want to see him fight for.
I don't want to see him, bro. I'd say climb the rankings and get a world title. Fuck all that.
I wouldn't mind seeing him fight the John Ryder winner of Daniel Jacobs.
Man, them old guys, let them scrap it out. John Ryder's gonna beat Jacobs though. You know that.
So too.
Yeah, I think he might even stuff him, bro.
Got too much money.
Yeah, he old. Yeah, he on the end as well. But yeah, I'm gonna let you go on with the show. Great show as always, D-Nice. I like D-Nice show as well.
Yes, sir.
All
right. Shout out to my guy Ams over in the UK. Shit, 8 o'clock, so it's goddamn me 1 o'clock over there. Well, yeah, about almost 2 o'clock over where he at. So shit, big ups to Ams for being up to about 2 o'clock in the morning with your boy Mike on Sports. Yeah, but real quick on Parker and Chisora. Chisora got a man. I don't want to see the man at the age of 50, 55, you know what I'm saying, slurring the speech and having memory like he done been in some tough ass fights, bro. Like Cuz done been in some shit like God damn, he done fought Fury, fought Dylan White twice, fought Fury twice, but fought Parker twice. Now he got some good highlight reel knockouts, you know what I'm saying? He fucked up Taki, you know what I'm saying? He fucked up Spuka, you know what I'm saying? He got some good shit, but he just done been beat up too much in his career, in my opinion. And I think you give him a farewell fight next year. He says he want to fight next year. If you're Eddie, you give him a farewell fight. Maybe make Chisora and Dave Allen. Make a motherfucking Chisora and Dave Allen and send both of them dudes out on a good note. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I just don't want to see Chisora have that fucking CTE, man, where you get he fought a battalion. You're right. I don't want to see him have that shit, man, to where that shit fuck with him in his long term. And I know that ain't my position to, you know what I'm saying, talk about or you know what I'm saying, bring it up, but it's like, damn, like how much do you got left? You like every fighter get to a point, and every athlete get to a point where that shit just ain't in you no more. And the first Parker fight didn't look like this, dog. The second one was bad. 4 knockdowns. Go ahead,
Mike. I think you already got CTE.
Oh man, don't do that, D.
He already a live wire. You seen the nigga look nuts.
I mean, that's just like the kind of dude. Like he ain't no dude that care about keeping his face just knowing. Like yeah, he a regular. Like he probably, if the nigga was American, he probably a country boy. You know what I'm saying? Probably a nigga out there wrestling alligators and fishing this shit.
I ain't talking about his grooming, man. I'm talking about him. His facial expressions, how he be looking. He look like he's crazy. and he act crazy in the ring. We seen him. I want to say it was maybe round 4 when he started to get off on Joseph Parker. How amped he was, man. That nigga nuts.
I mean, he liked fighting though, bro.
I see that. You just was getting your ass whooped, and you threw a couple punches, and you hit him a couple times, and you ready. You nuts.
And I'm glad Parker looked the way he looked, because I was getting to a point where Parker were, because I've always been a big Parker fan. You know what I'm saying? I thought he beat Andy Ruiz with no controversy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't see what the big thing was when Andy thought he won. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I was always been a big Parker fan. I thought he gave AJ a good fight. I thought if they would have had a better referee and he was allowed to work on the inside instead of getting broken up every time they even attempted to get on the inside with each other, I think he possibly would have had a better outing. And the Dylan White shit, man, one of those knockdowns was deemed like one of those knockdowns. If you watch it on replay, was deemed an elbow. Like he clearly elbowed the shit out the nigga, and he went down. Then one knockdown was legit. Then Parker had him damn near out in the 12th round, and Dylan White, for the last 15 seconds, he just grabbed the ropes and wouldn't let Parker go. Remember, the referee could not break him up. Like, Dylan White was not letting the ropes go. So with that being said, like, Parker doesn't have some bad breaks, but I'm glad he looked the way he looked, and maybe now he can possibly be talked about in some big fights again.
If he can look like that in his fights, he got a chance at whooping some of these dudes.
Yeah, absolutely. I wouldn't mind seeing Parker and Joe Joyce.
I think that'd be a nice. I think Joyce would get him.
Yeah, I think Joyce would get him too, but I wouldn't mind seeing that fight though. I think that's a good way back for Parker. I mean, and if you Joe Joyce, that's a damn good name to have on your resume.
Yeah, it is. That don't do nothing but push Joyce further.
Yeah. Yeah, makes him a legit contender. Yeah, Andy Lee got him looking like a heavyweight now. Yeah, Andy Lee from that Crunk gym, man. Shit. I'm glad he took Fury's advice and used Andy Lee. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta break away from what you've been used to over the last however long he been with what's that guy's name, man? I forget his name, but he's out there in Las Vegas. But he's from Australia though, or New Zealand. But yeah, man, yeah. I'm happy for Parker, and let's see what happens next with his career. Anything else you want to say about this Terence Crawford shit, man? Before I end this shit.
Yeah, man, I seriously doubt we see this fight next. It's still possible because they still both boxing, but next I highly doubt it. And I think Crawford is just focused on making the best fights possible at this point. You know what I'm saying?
And what's that next fight for Terence Crawford?
Next fight, realistically, I mean, it could be Boot, but that ain't even realistic because I don't see them taking that risk for such low reward, and they don't have to. So, yeah, no, that ain't even realistic. Damn.
Nah, yeah, like I told Ness last night, like Boots ain't nobody gonna give Boots a freebie.
Yeah, he got it. He gonna have to force somebody's hand.
Yeah, exactly. Like whether it's Earl, whether it's Terence Crawford, none of them dudes gonna give Boots a freebie, man. That's just how boxing is, man.
Right.
The young lion, you got to put yourself in positions for a world title, and you got to have the right people behind you too, who can sway, who can grease the palms, who can send them envelopes, who can goddamn me get you up them rankings and get you in line. And I know he was Stephen Espinoza and Showtime. They not Al Heyman. They not Bob Arum. Just like those guys got partnerships with sanctioned bodies that span decades. So of course they don't get them the treatment. And now you got a young cat in Eddie Hearn who works good with the IBF, whose dad done did good business in the past. So shit, he got a pipeline too. So you really gotta have somebody behind you, man. When you're trying to get that world title shot. Because to me, at the spots Boots in, like, ain't no way Boots should be fighting for a eliminator next. I guarantee he was with Al Heyman, he would have been. If he was with him, he would have been.
Well, he may have had to play a backseat to Errol Spence.
Depends. They might have sent him down the WBO route.
Yeah, they might have. They definitely might have. Yeah, he would have. And I don't know. Yeah, that could have turned out. That could have turned out all type of ways. But to answer your question, if I had it my way, I would have Crawford fight Ennis.
Yeah, I mean, look, if that fight happens, I'm not mad at it. You know what I'm saying? I just know shit. That motherfucker gonna be a goddamn fight.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna be no goddamn Ocampos. There ain't gonna be no Kavalauskas. That's not gonna be.
I can't say that. I know Crawford. I know Crawford got it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if Ennis got it. I know he's talented. You know what I'm saying? So going into the fight, I'm not overly thinking that it's gonna be this knockdown drag out, because I don't know if Ennis got what Crawford got in him. So I can't assume that, you know what I'm saying? But I think he is talented enough to the point where I want to see the fight to see if he is who everybody thinks he is, who he says he is. That's what I want to see. You know what I'm saying? But realistically, I would like to see the Keith Thurman fight. I love to wait that long.
I love that fight. Keith Thurman supposed to be fighting in what, January, February? What? January 22nd?
I think February.
February, okay.
And then again in June. You know what I'm saying?
Again.
Yeah, I would. If I were Crawford, I would go for June.
I would too. I wouldn't mind seeing Bud and Keith Thurman, and I mean, hopefully, like, that's the route that they decide to go down. Because I mean, if you're out, you might try to do another Sean Porter. See, can this dude get the belt from Terrence?
Yeah, give him another crack at it.
And then you ain't got to share no money with Top Rank, because for the free agent. And if you're Bud, that's the biggest fight for you out there. I mean, like, that is. We got a super chat coming in from Straight Drop. He says, Boots will stop Lil Bud by the 9th. Damn. You said Boots will stop Bud by the 9th round.
I mean, that's a grandiose gesture, seeing that it's never happened. So, you know, I'll take that with a grain of salt.
Yeah, I ain't never seen Bud knocked out. So yeah, man, we shall see. No, never seen Sean Porter knocked out. I'm not saying that it can't happen. It is. I don't, man. Bud, like you said, Bud in a precarious position right now. But it'll be interesting to see how long or when he comes back to the ring.
I could see a summertime return. I think they're gonna go for that Keith Thurman, man. That's the most lucrative fight. You can't just, if he jump in there with another cab driver, or man, they gonna rip him up.
They're gonna do that anyway with Keith Thurman.
Say that again.
They're gonna do that anyway with Keith Thurman, especially if he ends up going 12 rounds with Mario Barrios. I need Keith to look like one time against this kid.
Right. Yeah, you got a point. You definitely got a point.
Yeah.
If he struggle, or just look average in there, then a lot of the luster goes off that fight because now people looking at you like, boy, you can't do nothing with Crawford. You barely got past Barrios, so they not fucking with that. Yeah, he got to blow Barrios out.
Absolutely.
Which he should, though. I don't see why he shouldn't.
That's why I expect him keep.
Like, he should go in there and whoop Mario Barrios. Hey.
Absolutely.
I need that Robert Guerrero.
Yeah, man. It's a good setup for him too, man. For kid first fight at 147. You know what I'm saying? Against a former unified champion. I mean, if you keep,
I think that was his best performance.
Yeah, if you keep, man, you gotta hit this bitch like Barry Bonds, nigga, at the pop.
Yeah.
Well, D, man, let me get on down, man. Salute to everybody out there in the chat. Thank my guy D Knight for joining me on the panel tonight. And I appreciate everybody well wishes for the safe travels, man. Thank y'all for that too. Earl Spence, Ugas, not a date yet, I don't think. So we'll see when this fight goes down. But I'm glad Earl got the fight that he wanted. And we shall see what happens in 2022. Until next time, man, y'all know what I always say. Every superhero needs his theme music. And you know I got mine.
Sometimes you gotta give people their flowers. While they can still smell them. Mark Nash. Michael Gross, the boss. My nigga. My brother. Let's get this done, Mike. We all love sports, right? Mike Ross, the boss. This is Mike on sports. He smoke competition, same time smoke a port. When it comes to debating, he's one of the greatest. Put him on the A-list over Kellerman and Bayless. If you missed the